Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. As you all know, I'm a huge Florida State fan. I love the Seminoles. I've been a fan since 2012, the year before they won the national championship. I remember 2012. A.J. Manuel was still playing at FSU. He was a senior. They lost to Florida that year, but they won the Orange Bowl and the ACC title. Speaking of ACC titles, Mike Norvell did win an ACC championship last year. He also went 13-0 and should have been in the playoffs. Now, while I agree this season is inexcusable, Bobby Bowden never did anything this bad. And this is more than enough for Mike Norvell to get fired. I don't think Florida State should fire him after this year. Okay? I really don't, and I'll tell you why. Look, Mike Norvell has always been successful with the transfer portal. Up until this year, right? Most of his starters are from the portal. Okay, he does use some recruits here and there, like Cam Davis and some other really good players. But for the most part, as we all know, his starting lineup has been from the transfer portal. DJ Uyunglele has been from the transfer portal. All right, and it just has not worked this year. It has not clicked for him this year, you know. And last year, he obviously hit the jackpot. Even the year before that, and even in 2021 when they went 5-7. Clearly, he had a lot of success that year, and clearly that team was better than their record says. This team is just as bad as their record says. I'm sorry. But Mike Norvell should not be fired. Again, before him, what did you have? Willie Taggart. Before that, Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher was the last guy to win a national championship or have anything good for Florida State to make them relevant. Mike Norvell has been the only one since then. While there are some other good coaches who, first of all, I know Florida State's going to owe him a lot of money if they fire him this year, so that's probably why they won't fire him. Okay? Secondly, Norvell has proven he can be successful. Now, as far as how he approaches his success, I think he should do that differently. I think he should rely more on the recruits he's getting. Now, again, I'm not saying he shouldn't use the transfer portal and do the Dabo Swinney thing, okay? I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is you could still use the portal. Just don't make your whole starting lineup the portal. All right? Get players that you recruited, you handpicked out of high school, develop them because he's got the players. And even the way they lost to Georgia last year was very inexcusable. Now, I get the starters that didn't want to play, but he's had recruits there that care about the program, that will play for the program, more than a guy who transferred in and out of there. Okay? That's what it is. So, he's had talent. There's no excuse. I think he should also learn to, again, use the players he's had and stop relying on other players that probably were not good enough to play over the other programs or have also had to transfer from program to program to program. DJ Uyunglele, this is his third different college since he's been in college. Okay? Clemson, Oregon State, now Florida State. The receivers from Alabama and LSU, not starting wide receivers. Some offensive linemen from other places, not starting in other places. Jones, the backup defensive player from Georgia, I believe he was good. He would have been great, but he didn't start at Georgia. All right? So, clearly, the transfer portal is not always the answer. I think Mike Norvell needs to learn to understand that. Now, I understand why he used it this past year, because the last few years, even up until this year, the portal has done him good. He's won more games. He's started to take control of his rivals. Miami, Florida. He's won the ACC. And even in 22, he was competitive. He was second in the ACC behind Clemson. Had won 10 games. And let's be honest, Jordan Travis, he was a special quarterback, but he came from the portal too. He started his career at Louisville, by the way, if you didn't know that. So I don't think they should fire him. I think he just needs to change his approach and how he gets his players and what he expects and all that other stuff. So other than that, I don't know. This is maybe just a bad year. I think he should get one more year. That's just my opinion. Again, maybe I'm nice, but I think he should get one more year. Go Noles.